because we didn't do much. All that I did was I looked at a calendar and it said that it was March. That's it. Welcome back. Now we're talking to this lady who said, "Hello, officer," to me. And she's a smoker. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Don't blame me.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Oh, really? I'm not gonna say that. Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. Oh, wow. Goddamn right, I'm a policeman. And don't you forget it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
She means it. She wouldn't defy authority, however sweaty and bloated it may look.
No need to be alarmed. I was just getting into character, you know?
Okay.
She breathes in the silvery smoke. How did you know I'm a police officer?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Let her know you want her, physically. No, we're not doing that. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. I should get going now. Nah, who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? I'm not gonna say that because that'll make me seem bad. I should get going now.
Be careful,
she puts
officer.
Out her cigarette.
They don't like the police around here.
Whoa.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Huh. So for some reason the police aren't liked around here. Wonder why. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Can I go in here for some reason? No.
The door is closed.
Nah.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside.
Okay, perception.
A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Dude, just swallow the emotion. Relax.
The door is closed.
We're not... No, we're leaving. This dude is a horny ass dude. Relax. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Trompe le Monde. So, I'm guessing that so obviously we're police. That much we know. Oh, I have to use this to go downstairs. Okay. Oh, it's because we're leaving the location. So I'm here on official police business, but I ended up drinking for 3 days straight. Wow. Summer door closed for the winter. This place is nice, actually. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's scuffed, but the design is pretty. This is where the lyrics would be. Okay. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. So whenever you're you have enough level for your emotion and you come across one of these, you can do kind of like a side thought with your emotion.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
What should I sing when it comes to
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy. Get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
What should I sing? Oh, finish the thought. So it looks like I just got a task. Okay. Sing karaoke. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening. More people at the bar then. Get hold of a sad song on tape. So I gotta look for a sad song. There wasn't any in my room, so I know I can't look there. Alright. What else is going on around your shop? Notice the thread? This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Okay. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. So different personnel. I like the detail in this.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood. Okay. Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Oh.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me you don't
Oh
like me.
no, you're a hero.
He says
A
without
real
looking
hero
up.
cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those
You're
things.
right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Alright, bye. Huh, guess I have a buddy here. What about a body? What am I doing here? Am I actually on a case? But I was just drinking for 3 days? Are you serious? Oh, that guy, huh? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with
On
a
the
tree.
counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I want to try to wake him up.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up. This is an order. I am the law. Wait, no words, just the primordial scream.
Why the yelling man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive
Looks
look.
like a Sao descendant. A lot of Sao dock workers around.
Ah. You're alive? You looked out for the long count there.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping.
He
What
seems
do you
pissed
want,
off.
officer?
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least.
Tell me about Wild Pines. Points to the writing on his overalls.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
The dock worker lets out a big yawn, then stares at the cafeteria's terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I'm not sure what you mean.
We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour.
Oh.
Trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines.
Oh, shit.
For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings.
He rubs
Right
his
to
eyes
work.
and sighs.
Right to sleep, I say.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majorette's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was.
Yours? Point at the bottle and the split.
Indeed. Help yourself to some.
He
Wait,
blinks.
no. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
You're right. Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred, like corpses to a
The worker
mausoleum?
stares at you. His eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses, no mausoleums, just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Alright, I'll let you sleep.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Wow.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
An hour.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then.
I will.
Get your drink on and your act together.
Find booze and drink it? Are you serious? So I have to feed into this guy's alcoholism. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off. Find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the held slot in your inventory, and the magic will happen by its own. Okay. Interesting. Before I talk to you, the sign reads, Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open, 16 o'clock. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Okay, ma'am, but I want to look around. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. The door is bolted. The sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 13 o'clock. Alright.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Hold on. Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Wow. Okay, well that's good to know. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct
grip is
57.
firm.
You must be from the 41st.
Oh, so we're not actually half-brothers. He's just a
You
different
realize
lieutenant.
he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Invent a name for yourself.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
No. It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too Ostentatious.
You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Don't
Really?
worry! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
No way my tie is actually speaking to me. Are you serious? My name is Raphael Ambrosius Costo.
Yes. Well,
He doesn't even process what you just said. He just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke, or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare
He
the field,
gestures with
get
his
to know the
fingers.
players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Maybe I have, but I'd rather say that I haven't and then find out that I have than to say that I have and find out that I didn't.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
What? Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lie and just say I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Shit. No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Okay, empathy, shut up.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
Oh
We
my
should
God.
go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that
He
you are
says
still
after a
drunk
moment
now.
of silence.
But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Yeah.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Okay. How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points to your jacket. Oh, that's the... Okay.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Okay.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean internal affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve.
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
Oh.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Let's go. Please.
After you, officer.
Okay.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Oh. Okay. Cool. So I got a few missions. report your badge missing. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st Precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. Interview cafeteria manager. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. And inspect victim's body. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Ew. Can I go? Can I just go and report my badge missing? I want to talk to him a little bit. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not
He
an
shakes
interesting
his head.
topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a
He
regular.
seems almost proud of these things. You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
What? Just observing.
I guess you don't need glasses, then.
Really? Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You were one of those old school detectives. Not respectfully.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place.
Oh.
We all have our different mediums. His is written.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Tell me about the case. Wait, no. I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden,
Whoa.
harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Fine. Let it
Focus
be.
on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Forget
A
it.
moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know, to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yes. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Oh. Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Shit. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
He considers the phrasing.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know?
His
I
eyes
assumed you
narrow.
were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know what I'm in on. No, tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later.
His
Was there
voice is
anything else you
unflinching.
wanted to know about the case?
Actually, wait, would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly
The
mysterious
lieutenant
case.
considers your question a moment before answering. Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s. What more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree.
He says, then pauses.
He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular.
Is there anything else? You look like you were about to say something.
Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now, for some reason.
I know exactly what you mean.
It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid.
The lieutenant nods. Actually, I have all I need for now.
Good.
The lieutenant nods. Nothing. Leave. First, I should go and report my badge missing, right? I feel like that would be a good idea. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the Whirling in Rags' balcony after 22 o'clock when you're calling it a day. Okay. There are going to be missions that we have to do at a certain time. And we have the pissing competition. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57, Kim's. Ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. I'm gonna try to go and report my badge missing. I think that would be a good idea to do. Like, a good idea. Like something that I could do real quick. I wonder where his vehicle is. So right now we're in a place called Revachol, I guess. We're out. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Wow. That's how they feel? Pigs go home. The street name is eligible. Hello.
The RCM in Martinez.
The young
What
woman
can I
looks
help
up
you
at
with?
you. You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh,
She
that's
points
right
north.
there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm disoriented. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
She looks around, thinking what else to say.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. What is up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What is in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
She
A feet
shrugs.
store, too.
Okay. So that's where the harbor is, so I'm guessing that's where the strike is going on outside. What is in the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What is on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What is in the west?
It's just water.
She
No,
looks at the
actually,
water,
I
squinting.
think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thanks. That's all for now.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. And what are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
She gestures over
I've
her
been
shoulder.
trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
But?
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Aw.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you.
She smiles
My
politely.
head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
No. The street sign says fuck the police. Point to it.
Oh. Well,
She
I didn't
cranes
write
her
it
neck.
there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying
The lieutenant steps in.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
She leans back, shoulders relaxing. I have to run.
Of
Leave.
course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with the canary yellow
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Oh. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubbery gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. Leave. Oh, shit. Okay. Thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire. Take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought. +1 interfacing. Bye-bye, bugs. Huh. Okay. So clearly this is not a police car. But I will talk to the guy here.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beat as he
A
goes.
simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Arbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
He glances south,
Upon
down the
days.
road. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased. But I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers. Wow.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there? Point of the yard.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Alright, never mind then.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Wow.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm
He
sure.
takes a note. Oh. What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He makes a ka-ching sound.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know? Conclude.
Anything else?
He thinks.
Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid.
He
Not that I
smiles
blame him,
awkwardly.
really.
Not you.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Okay. And what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man.
He grins.
I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty.
He points at the lorry with
a
his
wrench you
thumb.
can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Laurent Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
So, nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Right. I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What do you see in his eyes?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, man, I want to know about your soul.
Cool, cool. We all want to know each other's woes and all. But people, man, they have slippery souls.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
Leave. He gives a salute with 2 fingers. I'll see you later then. I will see you later because I'm definitely gonna attempt to do that. Alright. It looks like I can interact with something. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Huh. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Okay, so we can't get in from there, but I'm not looking to get in there right now. I will in a second. Oh, is this it? This is it right here, huh?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Oh, so this is what I heard at the beginning. Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
So I've definitely drove one of these. Tap on the fuel preheater
As you
gauge.
tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the hit button. It won't
He
start
says and
without the
jingles
ignition
his
key.
keys.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Pull out the pull-out
A
toolbox.
metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Hey.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the hand-cranked flashlight. That'd probably be the most important.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Take the red-tipped pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. I'll be nice.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
A voice replies in the radio. Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Yeah? 10-4, Station 41. I've got a urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
10-4, your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over.
I don't have it. My badge.
10-9, over.
My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
A dry voice asks in the background.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
The man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Dick Mullen?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name.
Oh.
It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Obviously.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ha ha, officer has lost his badge. Ha ha. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh, goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Really?
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it. Proceed.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Oh my God.
Ask him.
The speaker gasps
Ask
for
him
air.
if he's lost his gun too.
The room roars with laughter. Oh shit.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Oh God. It's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
Oh really?
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Say nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Don't say anything.
10-9, come in, officer. Over.
Remain silent with terror.
Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
I like how the chance went down every time I was quiet.
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make the situation worse here.
That's what I'm saying. That's affirmative. Over.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
The man succumbs to laughter again.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he's still got his wiener. Oh, man.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Hey, if you don't like the fallout, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Disbelief in Vic Kamer's voice is overwhelming.
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he
Fire
might be referring
Walker.
to himself as Firewater, sir.
Fire, water? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite officer,
I heard him and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
There's static.
Oh, God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
10-10. Transmission completed. Standing by. Over. End call with the 41st.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click. Then everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
She asks, startled. Jean Vicumer turns to her and says,
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Sorry. I had like a little bit of nausea right there for some reason. He stops to think.
Mac, the torso Torson,
I'm okay
is
though.
finger-fucking his fist,
What the fuck?
laughing hoarsely, and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly shit there.
Enough! None of this is
Commotion
funny.
dies down.
It's
All
sad.
turn to Satellite
That's what it
Officer
is.
Vicumer.
He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Minot looks down at her nearly polished black shoes. There is a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door.
He
You know what
gestures
he told me?
Torsion to lock the
I don't
doorway,
want to
then
get
turns
better.
to Minot.
I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He sighs heavily and turns to address the room. Wow.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy lights another cigarette.
Good. Okay,
Vicumer
everybody.
turns to the others.
Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Close the door. It's time to not be embarrassed any further. Is there anything new to talk to you about?
Yes.
No. Flashlight. Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. A police flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstallung RAO. The small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity at any time, anywhere. Chain cutters. Equip these to open locked containers in the world. The meanest looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Gottwald by Wallschirm Werkzeuge. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to choose steel. Pry bar. Equip this to open locked containers in the world. The red-tipped pry bar has Carson T, heavy duty, engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy, and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. Okay. track down your badge. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. Track down your gun. Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority, like someone high up in the Union, or someone local who saw you with it before you passed out. The Whirling's absent bartender. You could ask the local pawn shop. You could also ask the local pawn shop. Find any information you can on the gun. So local pawn shop, the Whirling's absent bartender. Who's that? Oh, is it the woman's handwriting? And maybe a higher up in the Union. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end it here. I think the next goal should be to get the body down. Actually, though, I feel like a good idea would be to maybe talk to the bartender, find out information on the other person, because if I can contact that other person, I might be able to find my gun, and maybe even my badge. I feel like I should do that before I start investigating, because what if I need him, you know? And if I talk to the bartender, he might be able to give me some information on the situation anyways, now that my partner's there and it's a little more serious. You know, like maybe he'll be more willing to talk to him. Okay. I am gonna save. And in the next one, we'll move on. Bitches.